meet you.
Good, mate.
Good to meet you. You okay?
Yes, mate. Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the old school, mate.
Yeah,
Still got
this is
some
my
old
kind of book,
fucking
this.
boozers about
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
you know?
This is the team, by the way.
What's up, lads? You alright?
Yeah.
Cool.
My first impression of Dorian, exactly what I knew he was going to be. He's just down to earth guy. I knew he was going to be like that. But you know, from looking for somebody like looking in on him that wouldn't know him, or you know, you just think he's like this big machine, this invincible machine that can't break and stuff like that. And do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he's just a normal human being, innit? Like me, like anyone, like you's watching. Goes through shit, goes through his dark times, challenges his thinking a lot. He's very spiritual today. Takes action with anything that he's doing in life. Obviously, he was 6-time Mr Olympia. He broke all the rules in the 90s.
What's up, mate? Fucking
got no hands.
Hands tied up there, yeah? Because no other pub would take the punks and the skinheads in there, yeah? Because, you know, they're scared of customers.
This kind of pub one?
Yeah, it wasn't this particular one. It's one in town that's closed down now. But it was like this. It was one pub, and it was packed with punks and skinheads. And, you know,
these are they like old school?
yeah, most of them are punks, because Carol was more on the punk side. We were the skinhead crew, so there's a few of us here. Well, these are mostly old punks, yeah.
My mum was a mod. My mum,
yeah,
she was a mod.
Hey, you were a mod,
in Manchester.
A punk, a skinhead, or a fucking rude boy.
There's not a lot of the stuff that I'm doing at the minute. It's about getting people into gyms and finding community again. And these kind of places, the loss, there is not much of it no more.
It's tribal, isn't it?
Yeah.
We are tribal by nature, but we lost our tribes.
Yeah, there's no connection no more.
You got a city of a fucking million people and everyone's lonely.
Yeah.
Because they ain't got that support group, and that's what we had. For us, the skinheads and the punks thing, like, I had nowhere to live. Carol had her first baby at like 18, so she had a house from the council. So we were, you know, had nowhere to stay. Carol's I used to sleep on the fucking couch and everything.
That's how rough it was for you then. Yeah. Somebody that's competed as he did at a world level and to be the greatest man on the planet 6 times, not just once, 6 times, there's going to be an element of ego with him, isn't there? You know, when that machine, he knows he's a machine. And he speaks about he has a lion on one shoulder, then he has a little pussycat on the other. And today's, you know, I'm going to be a lion or I'm going to be a pussy, and I think we're going to have some of them moments. Dorian's just going to see one of his mates. We're going to talk about this in a bit. Do you know, this is real life, this. Do you know what I mean? People don't see the behind the scenes things of anybody, especially like Dorian, who for me is one of the most inspirational people on our fucking planet. Really looking forward to this walk. Brecon Beacons, yeah. I'm going to see what Dorian Yates is about. So I cannot be a pussy today. So even if it cripples me, and you know I have blisters the size of fucking eggs on my heels, I'm gonna have to go for it. Pull that picture down again, eh? Man, we've not just done it a minute ago.
Yeah, look at this. The fucking staff are worried about getting on film. Oh, don't get us on film. So don't worry, mate. We're outside. Yep, there's my mate Dean. He's on remand at the moment for some charges. So. Went in to see him, give him a bit of a lift. He's a proper good mate of mine, so my mate Dean. So you know,
real life stuff. Real life stuff.
Give him a bit of a boost. You know, yeah. I'm right. You know, it's different now. He can write emails and everything. Yeah. And I visit a friend in here like 35, 40 years ago. It's a lot more pleasant and civilised than than it used to be. So yeah, but you're still locked up. You still lost your liberty. Yeah. But I think you get more contact with people outside. You used to have to wait for letters and everything. Now you've got an email service and everything. So it's a bit, I suppose, a bit easier for people in there. They've got more contact with their family and friends. So yeah, that's why I was in there today.
Well, the visit, like you say, gives you a lift, doesn't it? Give me a lift if you come up visit me if I was doing some time and he walked in. Right, let's go on. We're going to go and do a hike.
Some fucking walking up mountains.
Right, yeah, just doing a cheeky post. Letting the world know now, the social media world know that we're doing a movie episode with the one and only Dorian Yates.
It's called Crickal the place.
Yeah.
So I've got it on my sat nav. We're looking about 80, 90 miles to Crickal, and then from there to Brecon Beacons is another about 10 miles.
Yeah, cool.
So it'll be taking no more than 2.5 hours, 2 hours to get there.
Cool.
And then we park up, and then we basically got a hard tab of approximately 8 to 10 miles. But it's the peaks.
Are we going to hit some?
Oh boy.
No edges, are we?
No,
edges as well.
dangerous.
Just the
Edges as well.
We're not going to be up. You can go up to the edge, but
Yeah, I'm bad with ice.
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry,
mate. It's no.
It might be good for the fucking episode, like listening to me squeal like a kid.
listen, it's awesome, mate.
The hardest
awesome.
thing is going up the hill.
It's really the lactic acid. If you know, he's going to be hitting hard.
Proper ayahuasca ceremony, and then it's like it's that heavy, it reveals that much and strips out that much. You're processing for a couple of months, mate. After that, you won't even be thinking about trying to do it again. Now you can do mushrooms and acid, and it'll open your mind, and you'll have a bit of an experience and what have you. But it's not as healing, as deep, and as therapeutic as that, because you're purging that. That's why you're throwing up and you're sweating, and like some people shitting themselves and crying and screaming and shouting and laughing. Oh yeah, mate. To the point of not being able to move this time. It fucking broke me. Because I asked for some help with some stuff, and it said, yeah, okay, I'll help you, but we'll need to break you first. And you need to realise, like, all the muscles and all the lying, roaring and all that, it's good, yeah, it's part of you, but it's really to protect that 13-year-old kid that lost his dad and felt abandoned and felt hurt and didn't want to show his feelings, didn't want to show weakness. And you've been holding that on side all these years until you became an expert.
Yeah.
Like, if you see me win the Mr Olympia, I'm not even smiling or nothing, mate. People thought it was strange. But inside I wanted to cry and shout and laugh, but I learned to suppress it all the time.
Here we go, right, so that's what I mean,
this is something I've just learned now, mate. I've done fucking 16, 17 ayahuasca ceremonies, and every time I learned something, but this time it went really deep.
Yeah. Happened in me last month when the film was going through. The old me was very present, and I've been able to look back now, and that's when I got into meditation. Yeah. I thought something's got to change, something's not working right in me here. I was aggressive, fucking threatening people on the phones like I used to. It was exciting me, so I was doing everything but drinking and using. My behaviours was the same.
Behaviour was coming back.
Yeah, and she's seeing that, and she's not from my world, and it's scared her. And then obviously for her mum and dad to see the trailer, what I'll send you, you'll see it and you'll understand why. To see your daughter seeing somebody that was like this one time, it won't be the best bit.
Yeah,
very
concerning.
Yeah. And allegedly being influenced by certain things like fucking Love Island and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And these kids that are going on the show, there's been 3 suicides in the last few years, and they're still letting the show happen. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because you give somebody some false sense of achievement because they're getting a bit of attention or fame or whatever you want to call it for 5 minutes, yeah? But after 5 minutes it's gone, and then it's back to, you know, they feel like they've crashed back to earth again. A lot of people that are on these Big Brother and all these shows, mate, you know, they get depressed because they get all this bit of attention, which is actually based on nothing. Yeah, you haven't done anything. So it's not going to last. You're going to go away, and then they feel like they've been dropped, like dumped.
Like a
Here we are.
Yeah.
We've got a brutal walk up there, right? But it's spiritual. This is to the team are here.
Lead the way round.
Okay, boys, let's get going.
When I first started doing this work, and I was always promoted to me massively, when you are struggling with all else is failing for you, go and help someone, and that's what I say on the show now. You're fucking struggling, stop thinking about you, go and help someone else, and believe me, it will transform you. Listen, we've had to make an executive decision. The film crew cannot go up there today, to this mountain. Dorian's mates turned up, Rad, and he's like a fucking Viking. He's an animal. We're going to be going at pace. The drone would not make it out there today, so we're just going to have to do it ourselves on our phones and let you know we get on. Yeah, so stay tuned, fuckers.